Alamar is here, so we're going to talk about colourful palettes. Hi guys, so I've been feeling super inspired, hence super colourful eye look. I don't know what it is about summer, but I always want to play with colourful palettes. I just wanted to mention a couple of my absolute favourite eyeshadow palettes for the summer, and some that just have a lot of colour in them that you can play around with. Some of them are limited editions, so they're going to be harder for you to find, but I just wanted to mention them. An eyeshadow palette that I made a video on is the Menagerie eyeshadow palette by Feral Cosmetics. Feral Cosmetics is a cruelty-free vegan brand. They're kind of expensive, but you can feel the quality. The weight of this is, it's like a brick. She recently brought out a blue eyeshadow palette, which I personally think is more wearable than the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. And this has some gorgeous green tones, blue, a yellow, a red. They're all super pigmented. You could do so many looks with these. The shimmers are just like, look at that. That's just 3 shades. So phenomenal, and they never ever get talked about. If you have the money and you want to try out a new brand, Feral Cosmetics, seriously. One thing I will mention is, as you can already see, it can stain. It only stains for like a day. You'll still have like an ever so slight green or red or yellow faint, and then by the 3rd day it's completely gone. The next palette I want to talk about is the Alomar Cosmetics Reina del Calibre Volume 1. Are you proud of me? I said that correctly. I actually used it today, the shimmer on my lid, this like mint green, El Melicon, pink shade here. Like, look at those colours. This gorgeous ocean blue, this turquoise blue. This is the most blinding highlight you will find. And these mattes blend so well. A whole review on this palette, and it's one of my absolute favourites. And even the mattes feel so buttery. I'm not building this one up, this matte. This is just like how the mattes automatically swatch. If you are more on a budget and you want some seriously good quality eyeshadows, this is where it's at. The next palette I want to talk about is the Jeffree Star Versity palette. Now, I did a Jeffree Star video and I wasn't that big a fan of a lot of his stuff, but this palette came out and I saw these matte shades and I was in love. These are the shades that you see on my inner corner, in my crease, and on my outer edge and under my lash line. These are the only mattes I used. The rest of the palette, to be honest, is pretty neutral and warm toned. If you've ever used a Colourpop Super Shock shadow, shimmer shades are very much the same texture. I imagine at some point they probably will dry out. These mattes, look how bright and pigmented this is. I'm going to build these up just ever so slightly, just to be kind of fair. Those are the Jeffree Star palette. Again, these are made with like the same kind of vegan pigment as the Feral one, so you probably will get a little bit of staining. I really like this, and I actually think that if you wanted a warm tone palette, but you also want to use some pops of colour every so often, this would be a really good palette to use. And there is a Morphe store in Stratford, Westfield, so you can go and swatch this because I think they still have this in store. Another gorgeous palette. This is a bit up there in price for NYX, but it's gorgeous. This is about £35, but look at all the colours you get. You get like reds, oranges, yellows, blues. They are so buttery and so creamy. Of all of the palettes, this is probably the best value for money. You get so many shades. A really bad swatch, I'm really sorry about that. But these 3 are the NYX palette. Just a really gorgeous, colourful palette. Quickly mention this, I don't think this is available anymore. Or if it is available, it's probably only available on Jeffree's website. Such a gorgeous, colourful palette. It is more green toned and like autumnal, I would say, but look at these. Jeffree just knows how to do eyeshadows. Look at these shades. This, like, look at all of those. Those are all Jeffree shades, just from 2 different palettes. I used to use this as a highlight shade all the time. That is in the shade Pluto. I wish he would come out with that. They're all really buttery and really creamy. The only shade I've ever seen anyone have a problem with is this purple shade called Area 51. Apparently it gets like really patchy or struggles to blend. I've never used that shade. This Probe shade, like, it looks really muddy on camera, but a warm tone with like a duochrome blue to it. Like Moon Rock is this like gorgeous bronzy shade. So many good colours in here. I wish this was more easily available to a lot of people because this is one of the best palettes I personally think he came out with. Very me. Okay, the last two I just want to quickly mention. So Colourpop is not the easiest brand to get a hold of. You have to order off of colourpop.com and you do get charged £20 delivery, but there's no customs charge when you order it. I would honestly say if you and your friends want Colourpop, just buy it together and split the shipping. It's so much cheaper. So this is the Misunderstood palette and this is the Just My Luck palette. This I showed in a video recently. It's got a lot of different shades in it. Not the most summery. This is a very green toned palette, so again, not super summery. But they have so many good palettes. These are just two of my most colourful that I have from Colourpop, and I just wanted to give them a quick shout out. Really, really affordable, really, really smooth and creamy and blendable. Some of the best eyeshadows I have at that price range. Okay guys, so I'll pop in here because I've been using a new colourful eye palette. I have to pop it in here because this is my favourites for colourful eye palettes. This is the Profusion Spectrum palette. I'm in love. It blends so well. They are a tiny bit dusty. You get a bit of fallout with them, but just do your eyes first and you can come up with some amazing looks. I think it was £7 from Amazon Prime. You can't beat that. So I thought I'd just show you guys the eye look that I came up with today. Playing with makeup, and I really wanted to show you this palette and these favourites because it deserves a place. So that is everything for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you feel like it. What's your favourite colourful eyeshadow palette? I know that there probably is other eyeshadow palettes that are more colourful than any of these, but these are just in my personal collection. These are just the ones that I've tried and I really love. If you have one that I should try out, you need to leave it below so I know. Of course. I just got a really colourful palette from Maybelline that I'm going to try out very soon. Subscribe so you don't miss that. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!